You are welcome. You are welcome. Yeah. Hello, 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 people. Hello, my beautiful and handsome viewers. Yeah, you are welcome to my platform, Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for those people who are already sleeping, good night. Happy Monday to you guys. Happy Monday here, all the way from Japan. So thank you, our viewers, our fans all over the world. Yeah, you are doing a tremendous work, by sharing, by giving us a like, So we thank you so much. We thank you. We appreciate it. So anyway, the title of the today is what can we do to this what can the youth of Nigeria do to their to get their life back? What can the youth in Nigeria do to get their life back? Because their life have been hijacked from them and they don't know the way to get it back. That is the question of today. The question of today is, what can the youth of Nigeria do to get their life back? So it's a simple and logic question. So to me, I will prefer us to stand in unity and ask for it. That is it. We have to start in the unity and ask for our life, because it is our life. It is God gave to us. He gave us our life, only us, not to them. He didn't give it to our leader. He didn't give it to our enemies. He didn't give it to those evil peoples. Those evils. I call them evils all the time because what they are doing is evil. They never do anything righteousness. Anything righteous, they don't do it. Only evil occupy their soul and mind. So in order to get our life back, we youth, particularly we new generation and coming generation, is to ask them, ask them that where did they hang their life? To me, that is the only answer I can give for now. So people like all these Tinubu them and Shetima, they are the one that holding your life. It is not me. Your life is not here with me. It's with them. It is them that they don't want you to progress. They don't want any progressive in your life. They don't want any you to escalate. They don't want you to move around. So it is time for you to ask your life back in that Nigeria, because that is those country called Nigeria is contaminated. It's what can I say? Outdate. It's out to date, because the date has been passed that we're supposed to be ourselves. It has passed. That is since a white supremacy, a white westerners, they amalgamate us together, that we are a fool. We allow them. Our forefathers, they are fools, but then, they don't know, they cannot read between the line, they cannot see the road. They don't know what is the left, what is the right, what is in front, what is in the back. They don't know the center. They don't know anything. So what they gave to them is what they accepted from these white supremacy people, So, and now the mistake they've done is affecting us. Is the one that we are treating now, It is the one that we are nursing now. That is the mistake our forefather did, the wrong thing. They shouldn't have accepted all this nonsense, all this garbage from this white supremacy, all these white so-called devils, and they are still on our neck, They are still on our neck, either we like it or not, either we accept it or not. They are still on our neck because they are the one that causing all this chaos, all these traumatized in our life, They still there, They are still there. They are still hanging around. That is why you can see when people stole money, when they stole, when they loot money, they are looting into their house, their premises, they loot it into their treasury, and they accepted them, they accepted a thief, a armed robbers, to becoming a somebody in their society, I don't know what they are thinking of, because when they say somebody is a criminal, you don't need to harbor that kind of a person. If somebody is a hard criminal, you don't need to harbor it. You need to tell the person, black and white. Let him know that what he or she done is wrong thing. You don't need to harbor them. You don't need to be a friend with them. Once you are a friend, once you are a co-conspirator, that means you are a criminal, because you conspire with them to do the wrong thing. If you blame them in the first place, if you tell them that this is wrong, it's totally wrong, and you judge them in that instant, they will stop. I believe they will stop when you tell them the truth, nothing but the truth. Say, this what you do is wrong thing to your fellow people, looting money, just laundering money, to another country, like a USA, like Europe, like all this UAE, they are buying a luxury bus, a luxury cars, a luxury house, you see, and they forget that these people, they loot that money, they stole that money from their country. Instead of them to repatriate them, to tell them that no, it cannot, this act can never be accepted, this is inhumane, so you need to go back to repatriate them or deported them. But they will abort them, they will welcome them because of what they bring to them, because they will have the benefit from that looting. So that is me. They too, they are helping the criminals. They are helping the criminals, and that is what you are saying. So to tell you, youth of Nigeria, because you have the question and there is an answer I will give you. Stand upright with them, all these looters, all these so-called elite, in your country, in Nigeria, and your governor, your president, wherever, that in this kind of act, stand with them, stand toe to toe with them. Your 2 feet must be upright, stand up and ask for your life. Ask for it not in a joke matter, in a serious matter. In a serious matter, in any circumstances that you fit to ask, it's your life. Tell them to give your life back, because they are the one holding it, alongside with this conspirator, white supremacy. Because white men, they will never blame them. They don't care whether armed robber, hard criminal, career criminal, career criminal is your leader. They don't want to know. They don't want to know if the career criminal is your leader, if a murderer is your leader, So if all these people that they are causing genocide in the country, they still even abort them. They embrace them. They rub them at the back. Say, oh, you have done well. Because that's what they want. They don't want your unification. They don't want you to have a power, to have a strong power in your hand. I mean, you youth, youth in that country. That is why they are backing this your gullible leaders, these your stupid leaders that they don't think nothing except to be thieves, So we are saying this, we are saying it because we know what we are reading, what we are seeing, what we we are encountered in this life. We know. If not because of their mistake, we shouldn't have been in another country being slave, being working for another country. We should have been here. We should have been in our country building it up, rising it up as these European people, these American people, they are doing their own. Each day they build their own country, they make it, beautify it, they do every sort of taxing, to make their economy growing. But in Nigeria, we don't do such. Our leader will never accept because of their gullible way, because of their selfish interest. If believe me, if you take a $1 million in your hand, that okay, you have a cash or you have a paper money or something like that in the bank that you want to invest in Nigeria, it's no go area now. You can never grow with the money because the country is not in a stable manner. It's not in a stable manner because the economic is not good. They will make sure that money will never be useful for you. You will spend the money, the whole $1 million, the whole $1 million you have that you want to invest. It can never be used because of the unstabilized economy they have, and the government, they are taxing now, heavily. They want to implement a law that will be taxing people. A country that have mineral resources, they have many things. They have gold, they have oil, oil and gas, they have bitumen. I don't know why they are still taxing heavily like that. Yeah? Why are you taxing? In this country, they don't have nothing. They don't have mineral resources to generate from, but they are still managed. They are still doing their own great work with their hardship. With their hardship, they are doing great with the knowledge God gave to them, the experience. But in our country, we have many things that God gave to us. He blessed us with it. But we are still taxing people for God's sake. What kind of a leader do we have? What kind of a leader? Because they cannot be reasonable, to reason with themselves that what they are doing is not right. It's not right for humanity. It's not right for even themselves. They cannot enjoy it. They only go outside. They only go other country to enjoy their life. They can never enjoy that the benefit from that country because they don't build it up. When you are not building your house, how can you live peacefully in that house? How can you live peacefully? I ask you. You are not building your house. Your house is leaking, the roof is leaking, and you expect water not to enter when there's a rainy season. You didn't cover your own house. You are covering another person's house. Does that make sense? Is that sense in that? So we are asking you people, these our gullible leaders, our what can I say, imbeciles leaders, because you are imbeciles. If you are not imbeciles, if your brain is very well, if you are thinking right, for humanity, you will never be doing all sort of criminality word that you put yourself underworld. You are putting yourself in underworld. So my youth, that is the question of the day, and the answer has been given to you. Rise up with your feet, your 2 feet. If you have a power in you, inflate it, just inflate it on them. You understand? Just put your power out, your energy. Your energy is very important here, and do it with your brain. You understand? I didn't say you should start shooting people around or all those things, If you do it, the consequence, because there is a law. When there is a law in the country, you have to abide it, the rule of law. So use your brain to fight them in any way the shape he perform. You just fight them. Know that you continue to move in. Don't be resilient. Don't be quit. Don't quit out. So please, you fight for your right. Fight for your freedom. We are fighting here with our media. We are not gonna relent. We're not gonna resist this thing. We are still continue fighting. We are still continue moving. There is no retreat, no surrender until they do the needful. So we have we devote our time for that. So anyhow, we still continue fighting them. So please let me play you this video to round up. I will play you one video now. It's from the I think one of the lawyer from petitioner election tribunal, the petitioner that is going on. So they want APC or other people to respond to the allegation against them. But now it seems that the season is a silent season. It's a silent season for them. They don't want to come out and defend this thing, and I don't know how it's gonna go, how the outcome is gonna be. So we cannot predict. It is only God knows. So let me give you the video and we'll close off for the day. Okay, let's go.
I'm so happy, and I'm not predicting the court.
This is the
and I'm not going to merit
lawyer.
Wait their part to the evidence.
We will say something to you
before the court. What happened yesterday was that we had expected that INEC was going to call a load of witnesses to come and justify the figures they pronounced and the failures in the BVAS and the IREL. Unfortunately, they called only one witness. Who
I think you have heard this
is a
thing
deputy
before.
director, not even a director, a deputy director in INEC office in ICT. And he only came and compounded their matter by saying that there were no glitches on the day of the election because they checked the machines and cross-checked the machines. So if there were no glitches, how come there were problems transmitting the presidential results? How come they were able to transmit?
They can't explain that.
Federal House results.
Because it's a woo
and then
they come through
the senatorial results. And when it comes to the presidential transmission, it was a problem. It means there was a human action. It was deliberately done to make sure that those results were
mutilated,
not transmitted as they promised that they would do.
They even mutilated the result.
When the gentleman finished, we were looking back thinking that there were other witnesses lined up, only for the elite council to get up and say that that's only witness they have and that they were closing their case for the first respondent, that is INEC.
Because they are guilty.
Today was even worse for them. We thought that Tinubu and Shetima were going to call witnesses that will address the heavy allegations, especially as regards the $460,000 forfeiture in the US, the Chicago University documents. One says he's female, one says he's male. We're waiting to see witnesses who will come and harmonize those things, because those were our allegations that there were elements that disqualified him from running for president of this country. One is called money laundering, relating to drug trafficking. We were shocked. They called only one witness. The witness came and said he's Senator Bamidele, said he is qualified to practice in America and here. Said the $460,000 forfeiture was for a civil proceeding. Our indefatigable and forensic cross-examiner in the person of Dr. Lily who asked him, the forfeiture was money laundering. He said yes, because that is what is written in the U.S. District Court of Chicago judgment, that it was money laundering, and that money was generated for drug-related dealings. That's what we wanted to achieve, and the man confirmed it today. And the one relating to results, that's, are you an ICT expert? He said he's not. I said, how could you do witness statements containing elements of results? He said that everybody in Nigeria knew that what he was saying was true. So we were able from him to define what laundering, that forfeiture, was for. Which they said is, which he agreed was for money laundering. It was money laundering. In Nigerian law, money laundering is a criminal offense.
Yeah.
And somebody who has been convicted for that cannot be said to be qualified to run for the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is where the issue is. So when we ended, it became obvious that the very revered said that was the only witness they had, they were closing their case. So
ridiculous.
In the term of APC,
they don't have case.
We also waited for national chairman or secretary or anybody of APC to come and tell Nigerians how they won the election.
Abi?
Only for Chief Fabeni, Latif Bofabeni, SA. They came up and told the entire court that they had no witnesses.
They have no witness.
That they were closing.
Because they have no case. That's what it means.
What this means, in simple terms, without talking about the weight of evidence, is that Nigerians will recall that we budgeted money for this election.
Yeah.
And we budgeted it in billions. And that
300 billions of naira wasted.
Federal Republic of Nigeria has
wasted
36 states.
Criminal people.
Each state has a resident electoral commissioner. The work of a resident electoral commissioner is to conduct election in the state.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is somebody who has performed an action that is in a better position to give evidence of that action.
Share and like. Thank
you. We were shocked that no single resident electoral commissioner, though that conducted this election in the 36 states of the federation, was called to come and was called as a witness. Not even the one in the FCT was called. We did not see Professor Mahmoud either, who conducted the election. And they said they were closing. No witness whatsoever. That is for APC.
The case is closed already.
And it's deputy director.
The judges, who the needful.
One witness, Babi Dele. As far as I'm concerned. The issues we presented to court, which were resolved from EC 8A, B, C, D, E, that were tendered and admitted in evidence. The forms that were blood, that we thought
that
the makers, who were resident electoral commissioners in various states, could have come to
sharing, keep sharing, keep loving.
Therefore, the norm was called to come and say whether our allegation that those forms, 18,088 of them, amounted to 2.4 million votes destroyed, was not addressed. Verily, verily, I say unto us, he who alleges proves. We have made allegations, they have not come to disprove those allegations. And as far as I'm concerned, without preempting the court, I think we've done well. And our lawyers have done marvelously well.
Yeah.
The drafting of the petition and the contents thereof have not been countered. And if somebody says you are a rapist and you do not counter it, you stand to be a rapist. So that is what I stand, that is the position we have seen today. So because I'm giving them 10 days, to respond, 10 days to bring in their final written addresses. And when they bring that in, we have 7 days to bring our own. And then the court announced that they will, when these documents come in, they will announce the date for their adoption. I think we have reason to look forward to something, to good news.
Good news
and
will
we
come.
Also have
good
now
news, good hope.
And the end to pray to God that we have ever done. Thank you. Obedience.
So good news will come in Jesus' name. That is what we are hoping, and good hope, you know. So my people, this is how I will stop, you know. So for your question has been answered, stand toe to toe, you know, and fight this freedom fighting with us, you know, because these people they don't know what they are doing. All this kind of rascality regime they bring in, you know, so it's not going to stay. It will never stay now. It will never say never. It will never stay ever. So that is how our slogan is going to be. It will never stay. All this kind of rascality, this kind of criminality, it will not stay in our life. We don't want it. So we will stand toe to toe with them and fight it. Fight for our life. That is it. We will fight in the unity with the power that God gave to us, because God give you power. It is only that if you want to keep your own. If you want to keep your own in the cupboard, that is your own palaver. It's your own problem. But we are using our own. We will use it through media, through any channel all over the world, that place must be built back, and it will be good for us to live, you know, because we are not an animals. They cannot be doing a kangaroo court or all those things. So these our judges, this case lie on you. It's a lie property, you know, that is on you. So do the needful. Do the good judge. Be a good judge. That is what we are asking. We are not asking too much. Be a transparent judge and a good judge, and pronounce the justice, you know, because justice is obvious in this case. There is so much evidences. It's overwhelming. So much evidences on the ground. So choose the right path. That is my advice for judges on the case of petition tribunal court. Petition election tribunal. So this is advice for you. Do the needful and let the people of the land get the justice, because we don't need more criminal. All these things cannot save us. So you cannot tell us what we don't want, what we don't need. You can't say you want to inflict it in our life, you know. Say you be a dictatorship. No, it cannot work that way. It can never work that way, unless you want to cause a genocide, you want to cause a chaos, you know. So judges, once again, do the needful and let the truth be prevailed. Let the truth be prevailed. That is what God wants. God doesn't want a liars. He doesn't want a devil people, you know. He doesn't want all these evil peoples. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. So I love you all. Have a wonderful week. Bye for now. Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV on YouTube, on Facebook, Timo Starboy Channel Blogs, on our Twitter, Timothy Oladipo 1. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye. Love you all.